Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Small Business Interview. Today I have with me Lauren Mullen, owner of Craft Corn, and that's a small family business. They make small batch gourmet popcorn. It's delicious. It's a pleasure to have you here today, Lauren.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
What is the story behind Craft Corn? How did it come to be?
So I was on a little trip with my daughter to upstate New York and leave it to the kids to have the best ideas. She said, we always come up and visit family in upstate New York, and we've never gone to Toronto. We should do a little trip to Toronto, which pre-COVID, it was a super easy thing to do. And we did a little day trip. We stayed one night and we were thinking, what's the best way to get a taste of Toronto in one day? So we booked a food tour, which I highly recommend anywhere you go. If you don't have a lot of time, you learn a lot about a city with a food tour. And one of the places we went, it was actually the first stop, was a place in Toronto that made gourmet popcorn. And it was so much fun to try the different flavors. And right away, I got souvenirs for everybody. You know, my husband grew up not too far from Canada in Buffalo. So right away, he was like the Canadian bacon maple popcorn. It was just so easy to match a popcorn with a person to bring the gifts home. And then when I got back to San Diego, it kind of hit me really hard that there was nothing like this in San Diego. And it was so fun. And I thought, why don't we give it a try? And we really wanted to develop flavors that resembled the SoCal vibe and the lifestyle. So we worked with a chef and came up with these flavors. And, you know, it was really a needed thing. It really took off. And I don't want to say needed, but something people really embraced and just enjoyed the idea of having popcorn as a fun gift, a great happy hour, a great hors d'oeuvre, whatever you do, or, you know, movie snacks, whatever. So it just took off really well. And there we are. And here we are.
That's well, yeah. Thank goodness that you got that idea. The popcorn is very delicious. I'm gonna share my page to your website, and so we can figure out, where can we get this popcorn?
Okay.
Hold on one second. The share button. All right. As you guys can see, it is eatcraftcorn.com if you all want to check it out.
Yes.
And here you are. And so I guess we'll start with where can we find your popcorn, ordering online and in stores?
So we are available online, and if you happen to live in the San Diego area, we always love if people reach out to us through email, just to save a little bit on the shipping, because it's a little less expensive to ship locally than comes through on our website. So that's just a little tip for the locals, but generally everybody can order online, and we're pretty quick turnaround. And we do all kinds of gifting with these gift buckets, which I actually can show you my holiday bucket when we're off the screen. We do all kinds of buckets for birthdays, congratulations, new baby, movie night, you know, cheer up, all that kind of stuff. So we send gift buckets, and then we also sell individual bags. And when you do multiple bags, there's a nice little discount on the website, which is also a great reason to buy stuff on the website. And we're also reachable through our Instagram, which is eat.craft.corn. And you can always send us a message that way. And you can even send an email or dial the phone numbers that are listed, and that's how we can get popcorn to you. If you're not seeing it in your local Nordstrom e-bar, which we are in the Nordstrom e-bars, which is their coffee shops across the country, many different ones carry us. We add a new e-bar a couple a month at least, sometimes more. So we should be near you in an e-bar. We haven't hit New York City yet. That's my goal this year, is to get into New York City. And then we're in a lot of boutique hotels. Some really fun places carry us, gourmet supermarkets, and different places like that. So we love it when our customers find us and take a photo with our popcorn and send it to us, and we'll post you guys on our email. I mean, on our Instagram, not email. So those are all the places, all the ways to find us.
There's a lot of really cute photos on here, people finding your popcorn.
Yes, there's so many different ways to enjoy it. There's so many different, just to have it for a snack, for watching sporting events or movies. Our favorite, I think, is doing it as a little happy hour if you just don't want to fuss, and you don't want to do a whole hors d'oeuvre spread because you've either cooked a great meal or you're going out to dinner and you don't want to get too full. It just goes so well with, a beer or a glass of wine or a cocktail or non-alcoholic beverages. It's just a great light, fun snack without really kind of taking over your appetite. So that's a favorite.
Did you mention if you were in any farmers markets?
We never did farmers markets. We always thought we would, but we had a little stand in San Diego on a funky little street called Cedros Avenue. And there was a farmer's market down the street from us, but we got such a following in our little stand that we opened on the weekends that we really never went into farmers markets. Not opposed, it just kind of took a different direction, going into retail spots and boutique hotels and places like that and little gourmet markets. We just never really had to establish ourselves through the farmers markets. But that is absolutely my favorite place to find cool new foods.
That makes sense. I guess we could go through your very unique flavors. I'm lucky enough to have all of the 4 flavors here with me. I don't know if you guys can see with this background, but I'll do my best. Maybe I just have to hold it with my faces. Yeah, there it is.
Watermelon, pineapple, you just showed a
Yes. I mean, we'll go through. So let's see.
Okay.
Let's do watermelon,
pineapple tahine,
which is right here on the bottom of the screen. So if you guys, I'm just hovering over this one so you guys can see. That's watermelon, pineapple tahine. Okay.
Yep.
And then I guess next one would be this one, right? Buffalo ranch.
Yep, there it is. That's our small snack size bag that you're holding up, which
it's not enough. There's it makes sense to buy the big ones, you guys, just so you know.
Yes, and if you do need snack size, they're not listed on the website, but you can ask about them because we sell them for special events and for wholesale too. So that's something you can always reach out about.
Yeah, little party favors. For
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
And then going to the next one down here on my screen, the caramel cheddar, which is this one here.
Yes. A little sweet and salty.
And then the one on the far right of their website is a churro.
There it is.
So you guys should order some popcorn because we're going to do a virtual tasting. Lauren has some very interesting flavor pairings and she's going to walk us through it.
Yes, and Fox is going to be the sampler, and I'll try not to make her talk with food in her mouth. She's very brave. She's tasting on camera, and we can pretend we're at a really fun outdoor place. Nobody's wearing masks. It's safe to eat, and you start with the churro. So you'll start with the churro. I'm not on camera, so I'm holding it up. I don't know why, but yes. So you'll have a churro, and churro is light and it has a nice, not overpowering cinnamon flavor, and it goes great with a cup of coffee, a latte, a hot chocolate. It's just delicious on its own. So, and this one, all of the flavors are gluten-free, but this one is also vegan. So give that one a taste. It's just great on its own. It's a perfect place to start tasting.
I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen for a little bit because I know that our screen's minimized so they can see this a little bit bigger. So hold on 1 second. Just so you guys can see. So this is what the little kernels look like. It's generously dusted with cinnamon. So you know you're in for a treat for those cinnamon sugar cookie lovers and churro lovers. So
We've gotten the comment that it tastes like a churro at Disneyland, which I've yet to try, which apparently is a huge compliment. So we'll take it. So
It is. It's like a little churro bite. It's crispy and it's really light. And I mean, what I like about this too is like it's almost like buttered toast in my childhood when you put butter on toast and you sprinkle it with cinnamon and sugar. So that's what it reminds me of.
I love that. That's like my favorite smell in a house is that toast and cinnamon sugar. Oh my gosh, so good.
So I would eat this for breakfast, and like I would think I'm eating cinnamon toast crunch kind of.
Pour a little milk on it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the other whole grain cereal.
So then the next flavor is the watermelon pineapple tahini, which is this one. And then I can even show you our big jumbo bag too. I don't know if I'll show up on here.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There we go. The big jumbo bag. So this one is, I'd have to say it's our signature flavor. It kind of wows people. And sometimes it takes a little convincing to get people to try it. Once they do, I'm always really relieved that they love it because I sometimes really have to push people into trying it. And it's not spicy. I would describe it as zesty. It has like a little bit of zest without the heat of spice. So people who really don't tolerate spice enjoy this because it has a lot of dynamic flavor without being spicy. So that's the watermelon that Fox is showing. And then the yellow is the pineapple. And they both have very lightly dusted with tahini seasoning, which is a chili lime Mexican seasoning that people love to put on things like mango, watermelon. They put it on the rim of a margarita. It's really popular and absolutely delicious if you haven't tried it.
I mean, yeah, it's so pretty. Like, it's just the prettiest like colors. So I guess we'll try them together, right? Pop them in the mouth.
Right. So good together. So we'll let Fox have a little taste. So she's getting 2. And how would you describe
it? It's very hard to describe, but you're right in the sense that this wouldn't have been my first flavor to try, but it is actually my favorite flavor. Like it's such a unique balance of sweet, a little bit of that like that smooth, I guess, richness from like the butter when you pop the popcorn. And then that spice too. So you have those 3 elements of taste, or like that taste sensation, like sweet, kind of sweet, salty, buttery, spicy. It's so interesting. Like it's really worth it.
Fun. It's just fun. And that one is gluten-free. Those first 2 are, I mean, they're all gluten-free. That one's also vegan. So that one, it's really nice. We didn't do any of this on purpose. It just turned out this way naturally, which is really great because we didn't have to give anything up. We popped it exactly as we wanted. And it turns out there is no dairy or animal, anything in either of those 2 flavors.
That's a good point, because like I'm not saying it tastes buttery, but there's no butter, but it's got that richness somehow. Like, I don't know, it's like amazing.
I love that. Yeah, you could describe, a lot of people describe it as buttery without having the butter in it, but yes. And then the next thing, I'm going to have you jump ahead, and you have to have a little bit of a palate for spice. You don't have to have a full palate for spice, but what I would do next is take one of the Buffalo Ranch, which is gluten-free but not vegan because it has the brain in it, and it has a kick, and I would mix it with the watermelon pineapple tahini. And we call that combo the San Diego mix. It just kind of gained ground in San Diego. It's a really fun combination. And it's really nice when you're sharing bags with people. Like when I share with my husband, he's a big buffalo guy, and he puts a little tahini in his bowl. And I do mostly tahini, but I steal some of his buffalo and I kind of toss it around. And I love like the chili rubbing off on it. And it's just amazing together. So you get that sweet, savory, and then you get that little chili flavor. And if you can't tolerate heat, this is a great way to try it because the sweetness kind of knocks down the spiciness. So let's see what you think.
Yeah, so I've got my mixture in my bowl. This is what it looks like. I guess so this so you can see that background doesn't get in the way. That is, come on.
It's kind of blending. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, right there. You guys can kind of see that. So yeah, you got the buffalo in there. So all the rainbow colors. And so I got to get one of each. Hold on one sec. Here's the watermelon. Here's the pineapple. And oops, I slipped. And then there's one of the buffalo. Got all three.
You could just do two too. You get the full, as long as you have one of the tahine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That is, so that's even more interesting. That is like that that buffalo flavor kind of like, it's kind of got almost like a ranchy kind of, but not quite, like flavor profile. And then with the fruits, it's somehow like very complementary. So it's a very weird, like, you know, when you put fruits in a salad with like, I don't know, that like a salad dressing, it's like sweet and savory, but it's really refreshing. Somehow it just works very, very well. Yeah, it's very, this is a very addictive mix.
Yes, and it's fun because if you pour it in bowls like you did, you can kind of adjust it to your liking. You know, I have so
Yeah.
many customers that tell me they're different combinations, and I have a couple customers, which is hilarious. They add the caramel cheddar into it. They do it in layers, and it's a fun thing,
Oh, interesting.
which I do love better with buffalo, but I've never done all three of them together. And we also
Oh.
have a couple of customers that do the buffalo and so I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I just never put them together. So that could be someone's palate for sure. We have definitely followings for and then combinations.
That's
So,
weird. I haven't tried that.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you might like. We'll do that at the end and see what that combo is like. The last flavor in your flight is going to be your caramel and cheddar, which made the line because it was my very first popcorn passion. When I had caramel and cheddar, I was so nervous to try it. In a million years, I wouldn't have thought that I would have loved it, and I did. And I'm not really a caramel popcorn person, so I personally like two cheddar to one caramel, and I absolutely love it together. This one is my favorite, and it had to be here just for that reason. So now Fox will try that. And then when she's done with that, the kind of the surprise combination that is really popular is a caramel, a cheddar, and a buffalo. And it's the same concept where if you toss it in a bowl and all that little chili flavor from the buffalo rubs off, you just get like that perfect sweet, and then you get the savory from the caramel, and then you get that little kick from the buffalo, and it's so good. It's addictive.
I just want to show people how well this is coated. Like, I don't know if you can see, but this is a caramel. Like, look at that nice, shiny, even caramel coat. But yes, let's give that a try. I just want to point out, like, it's very cool. Mm.
Like a pro,
Yeah.
like on the Today Show tastings, you're good at this. I always wonder how that. Oh, I shouldn't make you while you're eating popcorn. Sorry.
I'm glad you think I'm good at it. Trying. This is my first time eating on camera. I don't know what I look like eating.
You're doing a
Only you guys will know now.
great job. When they do food samples and they all have to eat and talk, you're keeping up with them.
I'm glad. Getting lucky. Probably haven't projectiled anything onto the camera yet. But that is delicious. Reminds me of a fair of, like, you know, you're walking down the carnival and you smell that kettle corn. But it's that cheese rounds it out. It's, yeah, that's.
Oh my goodness, sorry. Okay, just stop for a second just because I cough. And you're the one eating and I'm the one coughing.
No worries. Are you okay?
I'm okay. just a little
No,
bit.
I had to be careful not to like breathe in some of that buffalo spice because like one time I was eating too fast because it's really good, and then I like breathed in a little bit. So
in your throat before you're ready.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, we're all good.
But we have to do the buffalo,
Our
right?
sample to do.
Yeah, we have to do the buffalo with
the buffalo with caramel and cheddar. And we don't have a name for that yet, so.
Oh, we gotta come up with a name. Okay, so now
it's just my favorite. Well, and yes.
All those three. Mm.
Perfect.
Yeah. No, it's something about like the spice, I think. When you add spice to something sweet, and then tangy from the cheddar, that one's interesting because you have sweet tanginess, that tang from the cheese, and then the spice and the buffalo. That's really good.
It kind of reminds me when I do my cheese boards now. I love putting like a spicy honey with the cheese. It reminds me of doing like cheese and crackers, and we have a local honey company that does like a chipotle honey, and I put that on the cheese and crackers, and it totally reminds me of the buffalo with caramel and cheddar. Like that just feels like the same idea. It's so good to put all those flavors together. So normally,
that is really good.
When we sell the popcorn and we're able to sample it, or people know the brand, people usually, and that's why we discount multiple bags on our website, because people in person, when they are able to taste it or when they know the product, they always buy multiple bags, at least 3, if not all 4, because people have their favorite mixes. So that's one of the hardest parts about selling it online. It's like, no, you got to get them and mix them. That's why they're discounted when you buy 3 or more. So
yeah,
now you know.
And it's so light, like, and it's deceiving that the bag is very big because like popcorn just doesn't weigh anything. You're not actually getting, it's like all air. Like, so believe me, you'll go through it. Like that big bag will like last you 4 days probably. It's not a lot.
And even people, I always tell people when you want to store your popcorn, and my customers usually laugh because they tell me they eat it in one sitting, they never have to store it. I tell them put it in an airtight container, and I've also heard it freezes really well if you haven't opened it or it's really sealed. And they all laugh because they say it just doesn't last that long. So I recommend enjoying it quickly. It definitely, if it's humid and you put it in a bowl, you want to serve it in smaller bowls because you can see how big the kernels are. They're like a sponge. They'll suck up the air.
Oh yeah.
So you want to serve it in bowls or keep it indoors and keep it in a nice cool spot as well.
I've never frozen popcorn. That's kind of surprising.
I should have had you try it for our interview. Stick one in the freezer. Let's see what it tastes like.
Yeah, like, and eat it cold. Maybe it would be like a different kind of crunch or something.
No, I don't think it'll be like that. I think it defrosts really fast. It just keeps its freshness in the freezer.
True, yeah. Well, that's even more reason to stock up, I guess. Like, and yeah, like you said, it doesn't last very long. Like this isn't gonna last me a day. It's not gonna last me an hour or 15 minutes probably.
Save for your partner if you can, or just don't admit that you opened them.
I think I might hide them. It's okay. He ate pizza earlier. He's good.
I feel like he had to share with you.
He can get his own.
You can get pizza anytime.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, and I was gonna ask about how to store them, but you answered my question, so that's awesome. I might have forgotten, but did you mention if they keep very long? I guess if you do decide to store them, if you're going to go away for like a few months, is that okay in the freezer?
I have heard that they last in the freezer. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why my freezer is really full because I love to cook and then I freeze stuff and things like that. But the popcorn generally lasts 6 to 8 weeks in a nice cool spot unopened. And I just recommend getting it fresh and shipping it close to when, it doesn't have to be right on top of when you need it, but within a reasonable amount of time. And then there's some shelf life because it's all fresh and, popped, packaged, and shipped out. I think
Mhm.
it's best to enjoy it and just order more or pick up more at your
Yeah.
local retailer.
Yeah, try to get it as possible to the date that you want it. Would
Yeah.
you guys ever think about setting up a subscription-based service where we can just set up
Yes,
subscribing?
we do have customers that do that. I think that's a great idea. And um, we're totally open to it if somebody is interested. I feel like we had it on our website and I don't know.
Oh, let me double check. Let me share my screen back and let's see. We
It
can.
might be, we do have a subscription option. I don't know if we kept it up there. We do have customers on.
Would it be on
Would
the
it-
top?
I think it was down towards the end at the very bottom. Or create
Oh, is it just like this one or? Oh wait, no, that's the email. Never mind. There's your little shack. Let's see.
and then new flavor. Maybe we took it down. Well, absolutely email us if you are interested in a subscription. We'd be happy to set something up on an auto ship basis. We do it all the time. We just don't have it on there anymore.
Well, we'll just have to check back, I guess, for the
Yeah.
brand announcement on when you guys do that.
Yes.
So let's go back to. Just want to show off some of your pages. I don't remember where I saw it, but I know you mentioned either on your social media or website that you guys have some interesting drink pairing ideas
Oh, my goodness,
for
I
each flavor.
way through the flight and I didn't even mention. Well, I did for the churro. I talked about how it goes great with a latte or a hot chocolate, or even a favorite is a glass of wine. So if you're doing a happy hour, it's great with wine or champagne. And then when you move on to the watermelon pineapple tahini, that one is really fabulous with a cocktail. Of course, I'm sure everybody's thinking margarita, which is absolutely delicious with it, and tequila, but any type of cocktail like a vodka cranberry with a little lime in it is great, or just any kind of cocktail, an old fashioned, something like that. And then the caramel cheddar is really good with like whiskey, bourbon. We have a customer who says it's part of her evening ritual. She has a certain amount of caramel cheddar every night with her little nightcap, which is hilarious. She has it with her bourbon. And then the Buffalo Ranch, hands down, is great with beer. My husband loves it with an IPA. It's just such a perfect pairing with a craft beer or your favorite beer. And my underage kids love it with kombucha. That's their recent favorite. Or they love those cold brew coffees. They have the churro with it. So there's really no end to all the ways you can mix it and enjoy it as like an accompaniment to a snack and a beverage, like together. I'm looking at all these pictures, trying to see if there are any other good. Oh, there's, I think, is that tequila down there?
Oh, I think.
Oh no, maybe that looks like a bourbon.
Oh no, that's tequila. I see it. It's got a little label on the side.
It is, yes. One of the favorites. And we have our cute little pairing cards, which I don't think I'm on camera. Am I? I don't know if I can show it. I'll try.
Oh, here, let me stop sharing my screen so we can see it.
A little fun pairing card, which we all.
There we go.
Oops.
Oh.
It's like a sweet spot, right? Oops.
I know. I think it's like close if you like bring your head in closer maybe to the camera. Yeah, it's a bit.
A long desk.
I know. I think with the backgrounds, it's a bit weird.
On our website, I think.
It's on the website. Let me see if I can find it, and then I can reshare the screen. Let's see.
Maybe I'm trying to think if it is on our web. We just took some things off as we just figured out. That might not be there too, but it is. We always have them. We send them when you order it, and our popcorn's used in a lot of gift boxes too. A lot of gifting companies around the country order craft corn and put it in with, a little, I can show you this too. I don't know if it'll come up. Like this is our gift bucket. Ooh, are we gonna show the holiday gift bucket? It's on the website. I don't think it's gonna work. Maybe back here? No.
Yes, it may not.
That's our holiday gift bucket. Isn't it funny?
I know this background is like, it's super strong. Really make sure.
But it's on the website too. The holiday gift bucket, but I was gonna say it's kind of fun to put like a little cocktail in your gift bucket.
Oh,
Add little pairings like that. And so do we, if you request it, we can throw something fun into the gift bucket as well. And we personalize the gift tags on it. So if a corporate order does like a big order for the holidays, we can do a custom printed card with holiday wishes for, Thanksgiving or for the holidays. I think, it's the second one down is the holiday one. That's our Thanksgiving. And then
this one. Oh wait, I think I skipped one. I'm not very computer savvy. Okay, there we go.
There's the holiday gift bucket. That's what I was showing you. And then you could stick like a little pint of champagne or a little iced coffee or any kind of anything, little bottle of tequila, which was funny how we got that idea was when we were at Nordstrom doing a tasting, and a really fun group of women came up to the table and they were going for a girls' night and they bought a bucket of Tajín and Buffalo. And they were like, our next stop is tequila, and we're going to put some lime in here and some tequila, and it's girls' night. And we thought, my gosh, that is the best idea. May we use that? And we always show it that way at the holidays with tequila and lime for a fun little gift.
That does sound super fun.
Really fun.
It looks like this is cool because it's super customizable. Like she said, you can put it down. You can write in a message, a gift tag, every occasion, bucket ideas for every season.
Yes, and you can also ship anywhere for $45 in the US. I mean, I think it's really reasonably priced to get a gift out for that amount too, with a handwritten gift tag.
Mm-hmm.
You can see, like, if you keep scrolling, there's a Halloween theme, which is super
This
fun.
one's so much fun. Look at this.
To your college kids around the holidays, or your kids anywhere, or friends. Great for a birthday. And then above that one is a Valentine's Day bucket. That's a fun one to send, and you can stick like a really nice chocolate in there just to make it, seasonal. There's all kinds of things. There's really no end to the ideas that people have had adding to these gift buckets. And then if you're just a full hardcore popcorn fan, you can just order your bags of popcorn box to refill your own bucket. And we probably should do a promotion too, where people show us what they do with their gift buckets. We've had all kinds of people tell us they use it for their dog leashes and their hot sauce collection and their mail. I mean, we've heard so many reuses of our bucket, which we absolutely love hearing.
Yeah, the bucket is it's nice and it's versatile, and you can reuse it for things. The first thought I had for the Halloween one was like, well, you eat the popcorn, right? And then you just fill it up with the candy you're going to give out to the kids.
I love that. And they come from a company in Massachusetts, which is great. They've been making these buckets forever. So that's really cool that we're able to get them here. So
that is really cool. Yeah, they're a really good size, it looks like.
Yeah, that's that idea for Halloween. I think we might use that this year.
Yeah, put the candy in there.
Eat your popcorn and then go trick-or-treating.
Yeah, this is so cute. I love the little feet. That's
a
lot of fun. Like, I think that's my favorite, but I also I love Halloween. That's my favorite holiday, I guess. I don't know. It's not like people take work off of it, but it's a lot of fun. Here are all the tags.
Yeah, those are all our gift tags. Such an easy way to send a little greeting.
If we were gonna get something customized, like the small bags for office favors or something, how far ahead should we put in an order with you?
I mean, I know we've been really good so far, knock wood on my wood desk, that we've been able to hit all the deadlines that have been thrown our way. And we've had some crazy requests. So we are pretty responsive, but in general, a couple weeks would be good, especially with printing the personalizing. There's always, you always want to have extra eyes to make sure everything looks right, spelled correctly. But we can turn that around pretty quickly. And then we use FedEx Ground for our shipping. So just to be safe, I would always include at least 5 business days for shipping, even though, I mean, that's our furthest point. I would just plan for that, but some are a day or two. So I would say a week or two, probably 2 weeks ahead would be great. We'd appreciate 2 weeks ahead, but we've made crazy things happen. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I mean, you were prepared for one of our really tight deadlines, I remember, and then it got extended. But yeah, it's very impressive. And don't forget, you guys, if you're local, there's reduced shipping costs.
Yes.
And yeah, and then there's of course apparel. That's kind of neat. Lots of fun.
And the thing about shipping is that we really just charge the costs to our customers. That's the one thing as a business we feel really strongly. We don't want to make the popcorn overly expensive, and we don't want to make money on shipping. We want to cover our costs with it. So that's really our philosophy when it comes to shipping. So we just pass the costs along and keep the popcorn as reasonable as possible. And we haven't raised our prices yet with all the increases. We probably should, but we're not going to with all the crazy costs going up. It just kind of makes sense. We're just going to stick with it. And
we totally understand if you have to, but hey, for now, you guys just think of this as like a special price. Back to work, kind of like slowly getting back to normalcy thing. Grab it while you can.
Yeah, definitely. And you can, give it to a neighbor. I mean, there's so many great ways. I love all the different occasions that we just did a gender reveal party. We just delivered today. Somebody's picking up for their gender reveal popcorn. They're using popcorn as one of the things they're serving. So
oh, cool.
Never ends, all the different things, party favors and wedding take-home gifts and corporate thank you gifts. I mean, it just goes on and on. Birthdays, graduations, all of it. And it's
very cool. Yeah.
I always said, whatever business I get into next, it has to be fun. So I'm living up to that. It has to be fun. And
you can definitely see this is a lot of fun. We're looking forward to seeing the future of this. Maybe you guys have like new flavors, and you said you might be in New York one day. Like there's so much potential, and the popcorn's really delicious. Highly recommend it. You got to try all of them, of course. You can't not do the flavored pairings.
Yeah, the flavored pairings are really good, and definitely have to try. If I'm not there to talk you into it, take our word for it. You've got to try the watermelon pineapple tahini fries.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. It's super unexpected. It will be probably your new favorite. So you can't find it anywhere else. Nobody else makes that flavor. Like
definitely,
you gotta try it. So they're on Facebook, and of course you've seen their website, eatcraftcorn.com, and Instagram. Lots of beautiful pictures. Don't forget to take your photo with a bag when you find it, because you never know.
We would love to highlight our customers. That would be so great.
Yeah, lots of cute dogs, little families. Yeah, it's so much fun. I've got my popcorn here. I want to eat it all now, but I'm not going to eat it all on camera. So
you did great. Perfect.
We'll wrap it up. And yeah, Lauren, this was a lot of fun. I want to thank you for spending so much time with us, and with trying popcorn, that's kind of directing us how to mix and match flavors and do drink pairings. So you guys get your popcorn, watch this video, rewatch it if you need to.
Share it.
Yeah, share it.
Share share it, you get popular. It's kind of like you get known for being the popcorn fairy when you share it with your friends.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a healthier alternative to candy snacks. Yeah, you know, this is something definitely to try while we can. So,
Great.
well, thank you again. It was so much fun. And
Oh, sorry, I'm talking at the same
oh
time.
no, it might be my internet connection. Sorry.
Well, thank you for having us. We absolutely love sharing it with Intuit, particularly. You guys are such an enthusiastic group and we get such great feedback and we love making your day a little bit brighter. So while eating popcorn, of course. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.